Hey guys, I'm Simon, an engineer by profession and a motivational speaker by hobby. And well, sometimes I also guide people based on certain situation-based scenarios. This is my first YouTube video and I want to talk about how one should choose their career and when to choose their career, which is also very important. You might be wondering why I have picked this topic, because you know that many people are confused about their career selection. And also, one more important reason why I picked this topic is, you might have heard that maybe your friends have said, maybe relatives said that if you don't study now, you'll get to know later. Same thing happened in my life. When I was in college, my professor said, if you don't study now, you'll get to know later. And basically, my mother tongue is Telugu. So my relatives said, ఇప్పుడు చదువుకోకుంటే ఇప్పుడు బాగానే ఉంటది, తర్వాత తెలుస్తుంది నీకు. A few of my Marathi friends, they said, तुला आता कळणार नाही, नंतर न कळते, आता काय, आता चैनी आहे तुझी. A few of my Kannada friends also said, ನಿಂಗೆ ಈಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಚೈನಿ ಐತ್ ನಿಂಗ, ಮುಂದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಈಗ ಹಂಗ ಆರಾಮಿರು. Some of you might have not understood what I've said, but I want to tell you, all said the same thing. If you don't study now, you'll get to know later. But nobody said what you'll get to know later, how it will affect your future. So that's the reason why I've picked this topic. So let's talk first about how one should choose their career and when to choose their career. As I said, which is also very important. Many of the people don't focus on it. So please watch this video till the end so that it makes impact in your life or in your career. So you should choose your career based on your interest, based on your likes, based on what you enjoy. It may be academics or it may be non-academics. But the biggest question is how to find which career to choose. You might not be knowing what are your interests, how to find your interest. You might be still confused how I need to find my interest. One of the option might be going to a career counselor. If you have that option in your school, college or wherever you are doing education. What if you don't have that option? Maybe if you are rich enough or if you can afford, you'll go to a career counselor. What if you reside in a rural area, in a village? You might not have access to a career counselor, or you might not know about a career counselor, or you might not afford. So what in that case? Many people have approached me who were in this similar situation. I told them 3 important points which I am going to share with you now. First point, ask to people. If you are confused means you don't have complete knowledge about that particular type of fields. For example, if you are in school, you might need to ask what are the different career options. It may be science, it may be commerce, or it may be arts, or it may be any other academics course, or it may be a non-academics course. You might need to ask people. Here, who are the people whom you need to ask? You need to ask to a people who has exposure in this particular field. For example, if you want to know about science, ask to people who has done science, who has completed their graduation in science, who has taken a career path in science. Similarly, it applies to commerce people, arts people, or any other programs who have done. He or she may be relative, may be friends. If you are still confused, ask more and more people. It's not like asking 100 people at a time. It's like asking few people at a time and then comparing based on certain factors. Think that whether I will like this or no, whether I can enjoy this or no. Ask relevant questions. Ask in-depth questions. What are the different career options here if I take science? What are the different career options if I take commerce? What are the exposure in particular field? What is the day-to-day activities? What are the different designations available here? How your job will be and what will be the day-to-day activities? What will be the lifestyle of your job? So you need to ask more and more questions. When you ask questions, you will get enough clarity like which field to choose and why to choose. You might say, okay, I feel that his 10% advice is correct, his 50% advice is correct. Whatever you feel right, you think upon that, you explore and then you make a decision. For example, you might have more exposure, you might be in city or you might be studying in one of the good college. If you have a good exposure, you might need to ask few people. What if you are studying in a village? You might need to ask more and more people, because in village, like, you might not have many people who might have done a particular kind of course which you want to pursue. then you might need to ask more people. There might be a possibility you might think, okay, these people are not saying correct, or you might want to know more. Then what you need to do? You need to browse in internet. There might be professional sites, you can connect with them, you can ask them. Don't afraid of asking. At the max they can say is no, and apart from that they cannot say anything. What if you don't have an internet access? Go to a cyber cafe and then browse how one should choose their career. For example, go to YouTube videos and there many people have listed like what are the different career options. Go through it, have a thought, and then based on that you will get more and more information available in internet. You can just type how one should choose their career, you will get list of options. That is also one of the source to get information. That's how you need to ask to people. Second point, don't ask opinion but ask information, because we all tend to ask only opinion. We will ask whether I can do it or no, whether I should do it or no. That's wrong. We should always ask information, not opinion. What happens if you ask opinion? If the person is negative, he will say it's difficult to do. Maybe in case if he was not able to do, he will say it's difficult. Or some might say, to be on a safer side, it's difficult but still you can do it. But by hearing this, you will feel like I should do it or no. There are maximum number of chances that you will drop that option. There are also different reasons why I am telling to ask information, not opinion. If you went to a friend and you asked whether I can do it or no. If your friend don't like you, if your friend don't want you to pursue that career, then he will say it's difficult, don't do that. As a friend you will think, oh, he is telling right, he has that experience, he has been through it, so it's better I drop this idea. You might go to relatives. You say whether I can do this or no. Your relatives might say it's not good, you don't do this. Maybe they don't want you to pursue that career. There are maximum number of chances that you will drop that idea. But remember, there is no formula in the universe that will prove that your friends or relatives whom you are asking opinion are 100% telling truth. So that's the reason you ask information. You might feel they have experience, they have gone through it. For example, you want to join a course, that's a 3-month course. You went to ask to a friend of you who has done that course and took a job. You might ask, I want to do a course, will I get a job or no? It is easy or no? If he has taken a job, he will say, yeah, it's easy. Generally people don't ask how much time he has spent. It may be 8 hours or 10 hours daily. There might be a situation where his friends might have called for a movie or to go outside to enjoy, but he might have sacrificed all that and he might have studied. You don't know how much time he has invested in study. You did not ask that. You might have not known what all he has sacrificed in 3 months to get a job. But nobody asked this in detail. You only ask whether I can do it or no. He might have given 12 hours per day. If he has given 12 hours per day, and if you take his opinion as your decision, and if you study only for 4 hours or 6 hours, and if you don't get a job, then it's a wrong decision, right? Because there are many factors involved in that. So always you need to explore certain things. So that is nothing but information. So that's the reason why I am focusing on information, not opinion. And one more example, I have told to my friends or my college juniors that if you have any queries about job, if you want to search a job, you can ask me, I will guide you. Like there are few people who has told me, I want a job, I want a reference. Then I always tell them, this is not the right way to approach. Always ask what I need to do to get an interview. How should I clear the interview? What is the syllabus I need to study to get an interview? Or to get a call, what I need to do? So this is how we need to ask. Always asking right question is very important. I understand there might be a scenarios where you might not able to get to know like what I need to ask. For example, I have also guided few students from 9th standard, 10th standard. So when I was talking to one of student from 9th standard, after telling all this, since I reside in Karnataka and she too, so She asked me what are the top colleges of Karnataka. Then I realized she don't know there are something called NITs, there are something called IITs. If she don't know about that, she might also not be knowing about there are different competitive exams like COMEDK, IIT JEE, entrance exams of this IITs or NITs. The point here is, if they don't know, how they will ask? If they don't know about that entrance exam, how they will prepare for that? So that's the reason why I'm telling is always ask questions, ask related questions, ask to people, so that you will get to know more about different career options, different courses available, different exams available. Then you can take the decision accordingly. So always ask information. Third point, always take a decision in which you are satisfied. Self-satisfaction is very important. You will have a peace of mind. What happens if you don't take a decision of satisfaction? Let's say you have changed your decision, and then in due course of time you might come across failures. That is common. But your friends or relatives might say, you should have chosen different field. Why did you choose this? At that particular moment of time, if you have not taken a satisfiable decision, you will feel regret. You will feel, oh, did I make a mistake? So if you don't want to go through this, always take a decision in which you are satisfied. That's very important. So once you take a satisfiable decision, you will never regret on your decision. Let's say if you take someone's opinion as your decision, then if failures come in between, then you will also feel, oh, I should have not listened to him. I should have taken my own decision. That's why I'm saying always take a decision in which you are satisfied, and always you take the decision. So to take a decision, always ask information, not opinion. First step is ask to people, gather the information, and then take a decision in which you are satisfied. So these are the three main points which I tell to people, and which I always tell when I guide people, and these are the three reasons which I am telling to you, so that it will help you. It will surely make an impact in your life. That's all I wanted to talk about, how one should choose their career. So I will talk about when to choose their career, which is also very important, in next video. So please don't forget to watch that video. Thank you guys.